Let's go to Vanuatu, where half the population of the island of Ambai in Vanuatu has been evacuated and a state of emergency declared after a volcano started spewing out ash. About 7,000 people, all from remote villages, have been taken to safety so far. The volcano known as Monaro has been rumbling for weeks, but its activity increased rapidly and problematically on Saturday. Andrew McRae reports.
Monaro towers from the centre of Ambai, an island in northern Vanuatu, about 300 kilometres from the capital, Port Vila. The volcanic alert is now at level 4, which means a moderate eruption's underway. Dickerson Tevi from the Red Cross in Vanuatu says 32 evacuation centres have been set up on both the eastern and western sides of the island.
The centres are located well away from the volcano in the safe part of the island, which has been identified. If the situation does upgrade to level 5, then it might be reviewed for maybe a mass evacuation from most part of the islands might be expected.
Authorities have been using boats and vehicles to move people in a compulsory evacuation. The director of Save the Children Fund in Vanuatu, Georgia Tacey, says people are feeling the effects of the volcano.
We have communities on the move because they're not only hearing the volcanic explosions, they can see it, and the volcanic ash and acid rain have been present.
Authorities in Vanuatu say they're taking action now in case the eruption intensifies. Peter Carissa is from the National Disaster Management Office.
The major hazard at the moment is more to do with asphalt and acid rain. We want to be more proactive rather than reactive to some of the volcanic acid.
Manuel Amu from Ambai's Disaster Committee says moving people from their homes into an area that has limited housing and food is challenging. He says they're in need of temporary shelters as 2,000 to 3,000 more people are expected to have to be accommodated at evacuation centres. Dickerson Tevi from the Red Cross says the country's coping at the moment, but that could change.
Within the next couple of days, we should be able to see if we will need more assistance, maybe from outside. At the moment, we're still at the early stage trying to assess the situation and just coordinate on the ground, basically.
There's been no change in activity from the volcano, which is one of the most active in the world since Saturday's eruption. GNS volcanologist Steve Sherburne says the main eruption's been contained within a large crater.
I think from talking to the colleagues over there, it's the potential for ash to fall on people's homes and particularly their gardens where they grow vegetables, and the impact that's going to have on people's livelihoods and you know, a lot of these people basically grow their own food.
A New Zealand Air Force Orion was expected to carry out a flight over the volcano, weather permitting, this afternoon. Steve Sherburne says an aerial survey is essential in getting a better understanding of what's happening to the volcano.
It's a whole day's slog to get from the coast up to the crater, so observations from the air are really key to understanding what's happening, and then putting some boundaries on the kind of things that are likely to happen. Because if you don't do that, then the civil defence organisation, you know, really can't gauge the level of response that's required.
The Red Cross in Vanuatu says while most of the people evacuated from near the volcano are happy to go, they all want to return home as soon as possible. For Checkpoint, call Andrew McRae.